Los Angeles Rams are world champions. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Rams are world champions. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles.
The Ramilia Sports Report is now live.
What is up, my Ramilia fans of the defending champion, NFC West defending champion, Los Angeles Rams? Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Here we are, days away from the start of the season, and the Rams are virtually, knock on wood, sign of the cross, as healthy as they're going to be. Alaric Jackson is going to play. Matthew Stafford is going to start. His back issues are being handled, and same thing with Alaric Jackson's blood clot issues. They are being managed, and so that's the great news. That's the big story, and that's all we can go by is QB1 is going to start. Alaric Jackson, the left tackle, is going to play, and we're ready to roll, baby. Now, the injury report, I believe that the Texans, I haven't had a chance to look at it, but going by memory on social media, is the Texans have some issues on the offensive line, which that helps the Rams with that defensive line, and they'll be able to get after C.J. Stroud. And I'm looking forward to the game, man. The Rams are chomping at the bit to play a real game, a regular season game, instead of being on the sidelines. Remember, all the starters don't play in the McVay era in preseason, and so they're chomping at the bit. And Devontae Adams is chomping at the bit to get his first touchdown as a Ram. And it's going to be an amazing year, a special year. Everything is set up perfectly for us. We have Nate Landman. The ball punch out specialist, ball carrier, ball punch out specialist. He's the green dot. He goes left, he goes right, he goes up and out, he goes up and out. He's all over the place. Veteran linebacker Omar Speights in the second year, and then we have Sean Dolick doing his thing. And then you have Troy Reader, the what's the word I'm looking for? The feisty veteran. The secondary is looking great. Forbes Jr. and Witherspoon and Quentin Lake, and the Land Shark, Kobe Durant, and then you got Kobe Turner and Brandon Fisk, Puna Ford there to help stop the run. And remember last year when Saquon Barkley went off for those huge games against the Rams, we were hindered in the linebacker situation. We didn't have a Puna Ford either, but in the linebacker situation, just to refresh you, right before the season, there was some kind of mishap between Sean McVay and Ernest Jones. And McVay traded Ernest Jones, the green dot starting middle linebacker. And so we were hindered at the linebacker position. And it was it hurt us during the year, but we masked it well. But then when you play a top flight running back like a Saquon Barkley, it would have been wonderful to have a top flight or a starting seasoned middle linebacker to at least get in the way, get in the way, maybe arm tackle, and then somebody else comes and cleans it up. Who knows if he would have made a difference in at least one of those plays? Because if he could have made a difference in one of those touchdowns, and we hold him to say a field goal or no points instead of a touchdown 40-yard run or 30-yard run in the playoff game, we win. So, but it's a different season. But now we will be more equipped to play. Let me get my chat up. To play a running back that is the caliber of a Saquon Barkley, but also just great running backs in general will be more equipped to be able to withstand it. And so, but yeah, man, I mean, it was a great year last year. It's the first time that we're going to play a regular season game this year, game one, and the first time that our veterans are going to be on the field. And Matthew Stafford had just enough rest to get ready to go, and the timing and everything, they were able to get on track with that. And Terrence Ferguson, for right now, because he missed some games being injured, is fourth on the depth chart. If you didn't see my community post, the Rams released the unofficial depth chart today, and we'll get into that. But I appreciate you guys coming in. Let's see. Stockton is on the road. And but here's good news right here. Alaric Jackson is back where he belongs. Back where he belongs. Here he goes, baby. Big 77. Big 77 doing his thing. Alaric Action Jackson is ready for some action, doing his thing. And then here's the other guy, the other pillar of strength, Matthew Stafford, a.k.a. Glock 9, the man, the myth, the legend, the no-look pass in the Super Bowl game-winning drive legend, Glock 9.
One of the big storylines of the summer. Not Micah Parsons again. We did that already. This is not Micah Parsons. This is Matthew Stafford and his aggravated disc in his back, something that really kept him off the field for probably 3/4 of training camp. Felt touch and go for a while. Whether or not he would be actually back at training camp at all and then ready for the season. Sean McVay announcing today that he believes Matthew Stafford will be out there for week one. Back and all, that means he is physically ready. That means he is mentally ready. And Mike, that is excellent news for the Los Angeles Rams.
And the way they worded it, he believes, well, he's going to play. It would be a very crazy surprise if he wasn't out there playing with the starters. I want to bring you guys a video. I'm looking for it real quick. Hold on. I just remembered. So Kay Adams, Matthew Stafford, the guy's a warrior. The guy has seen all kinds of defenses. Guys like Michael Myers, you hit him and he keeps getting up. You remember that game against the Lions when they double late hit him, and he was like, his eyes were like rolling back at Ford Stadium in Detroit, and I thought he was out. He was going to be concussion protocol, but the guy's a tough son of a gun. And, he did his thing, but, the guy just keeps getting up. He just keeps getting up. And so, and here he is again, answering the bell. I'm looking for it. Hold on. I'm looking for the clip of Gronk talking about epidurals. Now, people were making jokes, is he pregnant? Epidural, they give that when to gals that are pregnant, they're going to have the baby. And, but Gronk, he's been through it all, man. And he's the kind of guy that, he's durable. He does whatever he takes to play. And he's a winner. He's a champion. One of the greatest tight ends of all time. And he was talking to Kay Adams about taking an epidural. And I thought it was really unique. I hadn't heard about that before, that he took epidurals. And it makes sense. But it makes sense, and also too, it brings into light what the epidurals do for you, and it takes away the inflammatory situation around the discs, and you're able to function, and eventually you get better. He says in some cases, once in a blue moon, knock on wood, it doesn't help, or it's limited where it helps the pain. But for the most part, it does help. And hold on, let me see if I can. Hold on. Hold on. But for the most part, it does work. So that's what Matthew Stafford, and he's taken epidurals before, and so it's not an ideal situation, but it's not like he hasn't had to do it before. He does what he needs to do to be out there, and let's see. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. There we go. There we go. Perfect. There we go. I just wanted to bring it to you because it's a unique situation for us. Is that ideal? Matthew Stafford taking an epidural for the game? No, it's not. But check the eyes on the screen. Check this out real quick. Hold on. Didn't mean to do that. There we go.
There's a lot of talk right now just on, and you're not a doctor, but you did go, you've been through physicals. You did have, injuries throughout your career. You've had an epidural like days before a game?
Yes, plenty of times, and it just takes away that inflammation that's in your disc, because your disc gets inflamed, and that's when the herniation starts, and that's when the pain starts going down your legs, and all the back pain starts hurting. And the epidural takes away instantly, within 24 hours, all that inflammation. It gives you a big relief. Sometimes it doesn't work, but majority of the times it works. But with Michael Parsons' situation, a joint sprain, it doesn't sound that serious, and it does sound like it's just caused from a little inflammation from what I'm just hearing and speculating. So that shall help tremendously for him, especially if he never had one before.
So that's pretty neat that Gronk is the one who's explaining it to us. I appreciate that because he's the voice of reason. He's had epidurals before. It's not an ideal situation for your quarterback to take an epidural, but I appreciate that. So now we get a better understanding that, Matthew Stafford takes an epidural when it feels inflamed, or to get rid of the inflamed. He's able to get range of motion once in a blue moon, like he said there, because you're a human being and you have tissue and all that stuff and all the muscles surrounding that. It doesn't work like it should, but for the most part, it does. And so that's where Jimmy Garoppolo comes in. Hey, Jimmy, Stafford's a little sore today. We're playing. Let's look at this round schedule. Hold on. I just want to give you an example. Not that any team is easy, but you get the idea. All right, so let's say when we're playing the Colts, the New Orleans Saints at Inglewood. So you say, hey, this is the perfect time to sit Matthew Stafford. He's a little sore. It's the game before, the week before we play the Santa Clarita Niners from Santa Clara at SoFi North, November 9th. It's a week before. Might as well sit Stafford. Jimmy Garoppolo can get the reps, and then something like that. Manage it during the year. So kind of similar to like sitting LeBron down. You're trying to go on a championship run, an older player, and you rest his knees for a team that the Lakers could win without him. So, but we'll see. Hopefully, we won't need to do that. We won't need to do that. Jacques42 says, Rudy, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you. Flacco says, Cuba, Rudy Loco. How you doing, brother? Sal says, Rudy, hello, everyone. Appreciate you, Sal. Kale's Theory, yo, Rudy, what's up? I gotta know how do you keep a full head of hair? Mine's gonna go around. Man, I'm about to shave it. I grew it out for COVID, and then I said, well, when my lady's telling me, when are you gonna cut it? You said you're gonna cut it, so as long as I can still grow it out a little bit. It sucks when you're 25, 35, and your hair's much thicker, much wavier, and but but I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But honestly, when it's hot, that's why I just put it up all the time. When it's hot, man, I'm just like, man, I'm gonna shave it. I already did it. It's shorter here. That's why I got the hair sticking out, because I shaved here underneath it, and I just had the ponytail underneath it, kind of like Puka Nakua, because I was hot, and I'm ready to just shave it off. We'll see. Appreciate you. Jacques Forty says the Cowboys are going to get stomped tomorrow. Man, look, I believe that too. That they're going to have a hard year this year without Micah Parsons, because it's not just. It could do two things. They can implode right away, or during the year, without that presence of Micah Parsons. But then they always have the headache of Jerry Jones. They can implode later on as better. They start playing better teams, and I think they're going to get swept in their division. But yeah, Abub says, let me get up here. Got on my low chair this time. If the O-line holds up, everything will be good. There's less concern over defense and special teams. Yes, indeed. The question mark is the offense, and more specifically, the O-line. Yeah, and I don't really think there's much of a question mark when it comes to the O-line, because these guys, man, Alaric Jackson, yes, if that's what you mean, for sure. But he's going to play, so that is correct. But when he's there, though, forget the blood clots for a second. These guys, man, Dodson, Havenstein, Alaric Jackson, our guy, Steve Avila, doing their thing, man. We're going to bully some people, man. I'm looking forward to it. Pick your poison. You want us to run on you? Okay. You want us to throw against you? Okay. We'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. I cannot wait. Flaco says, "Orale, Silvato Loco, be back about to order some food. There, order some food, brother. Appreciate you. Abba says, the O-line is good. If the O-line is good, the game will be good, and the passing game will be good. The O-line is the key, for sure. For sure. Yes, indeed. Ram football. Abba says, it's got to get harder and harder after every year for Stafford, though. No, for sure. He's been doing this for a long time, and especially even when he was a younger player, man, he would get slammed in Detroit, just beat to hell, and the referees do not do him any favors. Above says the epidural has got to make it easier for Stafford to rest his back. Yeah, and that's what it is. We would rather have him not do that, but it was so nice to have Gronk come on, and I appreciate Kay Adams asking him that question. Flacco says, I'm back. There you go, baby. Appreciate you. I'll be back. I'm back. John Bomber says, Rudy, Jared Verse getting the gold jersey designation. Please expand on that. Thank you. So they have a new thing. They have a new thing now where they're giving award. If you won an award last year, let's see if I can find the tweet. If you won an award last year, like the D-Roy, you'll get a gold shield on your jersey. Hi, baby. You have to go to the restroom? Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Let me show it to you. Let me show you something. Dang it, I keep trying to share a picture. I'm trying to share the screen. All right. Yes, indeed. There we are. Local. There we go. So, Jared Verse earned the NFL Gold Shield patch. So see this This patch there in the middle right there, that's going to be gold patch for winning Defensive Rookie of the Year, a new honor this season. So when you win, hold on, baby. Hold on, guys. All right, hold on. My granddaughter was having an issue. So if you won an award last year, I'm trying to see if it's got more information here. So there's 5 different players that got it. That's what I was looking for. Jaden Daniels will be one of the 5 players that got a gold shield on their jersey this season to recognize award winners from the previous season. So that's what I wanted to show you. I couldn't find it, but there you go. So he's one of the 5 players, along with Jaden Daniels, to Jaden Daniels to win that award. And it's just like a cool little gold patch that they wear on their jersey. It's on your jerseys at home, your jerseys that have usually it's white or silver if you have the Viper version. That's what that is. It's just a neat little thing. I like it. I like it. There we go. Fluckus, we got this game against Texas. Our defense will help out very greatly. Offense should run the field. Running back in somewhat might be a problem, but we'll step up the game. I think the running game will be okay. They have a good defensive line though, so we'll see. But I think they're all chomping at the bit. Man, this chair's too damn low, but it's more comfortable. Jeez nuts! Keep the man bun ready. If anyone can get away with it, but you can, my brother. If anyone can get away with it, you can, my brother. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Jesus says Texans are going down this weekend. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Texans. Appreciate you, Jesus. Brown Bauer says in a poll of the NFL app, Stafford ranked 7th going into the season. See, I look at them, and then when I see Stafford like fairly ranked, I'm like, okay. Because we know how great a quarterback Stafford is. We know that he's older, but there's only just a couple of guys that we would take over Stafford in a fourth quarter situation to bring us back. Here's the ball. Mahomes is right there with him. Burrow. But still, though, Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar Jackson. I don't know about Lamar Jackson in the playoffs, though. But Matthew Stafford could outgun every one of those players, and now he can carry the team on his back for a game or a series or the second half of a game. Even if he didn't play good the first game, that's what an elite quarterback does. So I look at them and I'm already ready for them to slight him. It's crazy. He is one of the overlooked and he's one of the most overlooked and unappreciated great quarterbacks in NFL history. Just the way they slight the guy. They're always trying to kiss, and I like him, Herbert's ass. They're always trying to pucker up to give him. He's a great quarterback with a great arm, but he hasn't accomplished much in the playoffs. And I appreciate the talent, but they're always trying to bend over backwards like a pretzel to kiss him on the ass and put him in with the top flight quarterbacks. When he hasn't done anything in the NFL when it comes to the playoffs, he's thrown a lot of yards and all that stuff. He's a good quarterback, a really great quarterback. But he hasn't done a lot compared to a Stafford, and they're always trying to slight the guy. And plus, Stafford doesn't cry about stuff. He doesn't cry about hits. He gets hit. He doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. It just gets me so mad. And even if I was in a Ram fan, I'd still say the same thing. Maybe not so passionate, but we've all seen it happen when he was with the Lions. That's where it started. I think referees kind of get used to Stafford. He'll get up, If it's Mahomes, you want a water bottle? Okay. The referees are telling him that. It seems like it at least, man. So the halftime of the game. Halftime of the game in the chat. Let me know if you guys know who this fella is. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. Dioro, the halftime performance of the game for all you guys are going to be at the game. Let me know in the chat what kind of music does he do? Does he rap? Is he what is he? What kind of music, or what does he do? Boy, it was a hot one today, man. But yeah, let me know in the chat if you guys know who that fella is. That he's going to be the halftime performer. There's a possibility that I might go to the game. I don't know. So one of my buddies might not go. But here's the thing, and I'm just being honest with you. So I didn't have a ticket for the game. Look at my hair sticking up in the back now. I didn't have a ticket for the game. So I was just gonna chill. I got check this out here. This is gonna be funny. Here we go. So I refuse to give people my money just like that, unless I want it, right? So you guys know about the streaming. Like if you want to watch NFL, you have to have like what is it, Paramount or something on CBS or Channel 11. You got to have the group of channels with your streaming, but also too, it's delayed because it's digital, right? Hi, baby. It's delayed. I hate that. Like I'll be on the phone with Stockton and we're talking about something, fumble, interception, and it's 3 seconds delay because it's digital, right? I don't know if you guys knew that. Say hi.
Hi.
And so I hate that, right? So sorry, let me get this out of your face. So I hate that. So what I do now is I set up an aerial antenna. Where we moved, I don't have one on the top. And I would just use it for the games because it's still a digital signal. I got my 75-inch flat screen right there in my dwelling, the Vermilion Studios. And so I'm going to show you this right now. Check this out. So this only costed me $15 and it works. Let me show you. And it's the reason why too, before I get ahead of myself, when you have digital streaming and you're streaming the games, it's digital, so it's delayed, right? And that's not a big deal, but I don't like that when you're tweeting out first down. What? Oh, now it's first down, right? I hate that. Or you're on the phone with somebody. I want it as soon as possible. So, I haven't got on the roof yet and set up the aerial antenna. I'm going to. That'll be the best way. So I have all the channels. Right now I get most of the channels. I get the main ones that I want. So check out my contraption. This was not planned. I have it right here.
Look, that's your pop.
Yeah. Let me see, baby. Excuse me, baby girl.
And that's Nana.
That's Nana. All right. So here's my contraption. I can't move my camera because it's stationary. So let me bring it to you. So here's my contraption. This is an aerial indoor antenna with the rabbit ears, right? And I have it marked off on the side. The wire goes underneath the recliner. You can barely see it. There's a dog bed next to it in front of the TV. So when I connect it to my TV, I'm able to watch Fox, ESPN, ABC, Channel 7, CBS, in almost real time. And it's a digital signal. It's beautiful. I got the idea and I was determined. Not to. And it sits up. It sits up on a tripod. See? It stands up on alone. I walk the streets alone, eh? So I made that contraption. It's on a tripod that was for lights or like streaming. And so I'm very proud of my creation. And so I have it marked on the floor for the channels that I want to do. Just little painter's tape, just a little tiny painter's tape for the legs. And it works beautiful. I did a test run. I already had tested the channels, but I did a test run for the last preseason game, and it was Fablissimo. So I'm very proud of I'm very proud. So you guys should try it. It depends on where your situation is, how you can do it. Ultimately, I'll get my ass on top of the roof and I'll put me an aerial antenna. They used to have the giant ones, the old school ones, but they have more compact ones. If that works, then that will work perfect. And then I can put multiple TVs. I can put it on the porch, watch Monday Night Football outside, barbecuing and stuff and all that stuff. And or whatever, slice it double. But yeah, just so you guys know. So I hate the digital, and like I said, they cost money. You got to stream everything. And you're paying for local channels, really. So anyway, I started that because my buddy might have a ticket that I can go, but I'm like, man, I already got set. I'm gonna have my pizza. I'm gonna be chilling in my recliner. I'm going to be tweeting and stuff. That was a hell of a pass by Stafford or whatever. Oh, look at the Niners are losing or the Seahawks losing, whatever. And I got my contraption right there. Now, we'll see if I go. But back to what I was going to say originally is we don't have a parking pass. So when you go to the games, it's going to be $75 to $100 for the parking. So that's when if I stay home, it's not as good as going to the game and talking to my Romelia, having a drink or two, having some barbecue, orale compa, and this and that. Hey, what's up, brother? Sorry, Texas, you're going to go down today. All that good stuff, high-fiving guys and gals, the Romelia, and having a great time. But I also would save a lot of money staying here. And it's the first game of the season, so I don't know. We will see. We will see. Let's see. But I have it right here, and I just thought that I would bring it to your attention because I'm very proud of my and it stands up pretty good. It stands up a good just about almost 5 feet. All right, let's see. ADV says Stafford is going to pass some all-time passing leaders this year. Yes, man, he's going to get into the top 5 if he has 4,500 yards or more into the top 5. It's going to be an amazing special year. Appreciate you, ADV. Come in more often and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I forget to do that sometimes, but yes, hit the like button, guys. It helps people find the Romelia Sports Report. Tell your friends and coworkers about it, and family members. Sundays and Wednesdays, 7:05, we'll be here, and then we'll add more days as we get into the season. Always unannounced streams here or there. You'll be surprised at what comes up in the Romelia, whether it's gear, whether it's somebody that I met, or just talking Rams sports and NFC West stuff. And a place to hang out. So I appreciate you guys. Love each and one of you guys as always. Let's see. Above says, Herbert may not even be what Stafford was when, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound like a hater. He's in the NFL. He's got a great arm. I can see what they're talking about. But I hate how they just bend over backwards it's like they're his PR. If you look at his stats, he's got great stats, Brock Purdy. But I just don't see it. I don't see him being a difference maker in a big game. That's all I'm trying to say. Jack Forty says, Grandpa Rudy. Yeah, never appreciate you, man. Yeah, I love my grandkids. There's something else, man. Sal says, Cuba Flacco ready for some Rams football? Yes, indeed, baby. Appreciate you. Flacco says, there's too many streams for football. Peacock, Amazon. Yeah, there's too many streams for football. Peacock, Amazon Prime, NFL Plus, ESPN, and YouTube. So it seems to have to get 3 apps at least to see all the games. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So at the very least, my main concern was the Fox 11 games. And the other thing too was I wanted to be as close to, I see you, John Bomber, your chat. I'll get to it right now. I wanted to be as close as real time as can be. Like I said, sometimes I'll be on the phone and man, first down. And my buddy will be like, first down. Like, what? Oh, there it is. That is just so annoying. Or when you're tweeting, you're like, what happened? Oh, I'm delayed. I hate that shit, dude. Jockford says, that's cool. I had to figure out something. I'm going to go. This is just temporary. I'm going to do the roof thing. There's a few of them that are about this big. Probably in my hands, I would say about 32 inches wide by like 24. You put it on a pole and you face it, and then you have the coaxial cable coming in to one or two TVs. That's all I need because I'm the only one that cares about that. I can watch my shows. I like to watch Chicago Fire. I hate paying for stuff. Like if I like Chicago Fire or CSI and I miss an episode and then I want to go back and watch it, you should be able to go online and watch the episodes you missed. But no, you have to have the streaming there. You got to pay for it, even though it was free. They broadcasted it over the airlines for free. If you miss an episode or a season, you got to go and find it. And I understand it's a business, so I'll be able to have those too. But yeah, I appreciate you. Jack for Tuesday. This is the last season that we can tailgate SMH. The last season that we can tailgate. Oh, I talk about because they're going to work on the pink tailgate parking lot. I thought that they were already working on the pink tailgating parking lot, but give me some more information on that, Jacques 42. I wasn't aware that next year they're not going to have any at all. Give me some. I'll look it up too. I wasn't aware of it. Flacco says, when I go to the game, I'll ask too if I go Sunday. Flacco says, park on Crenshaw. It's just, there you go, baby. I love this right here. Let me give my brother his due for this right here. You gotta tip your hat, baby. You gotta tip your hat. You gotta find a hack, baby. You gotta find a hack. Flacco says, park on Crenshaw. It's free. Just got to walk 2 blocks. Good exercise anyway. Now, how safe is that walk? Flacco? But yeah, but that's man. Hey, listen, better than $75 or $100. Al Jaffello says, hello, Romelia, brother Rudy. How you doing? Appreciate you, Al. John Bomber says, Rudy, when did Riverside, California move 709 miles from when did Riverside, California move 709 miles from all of the Los Angeles TV stations? Just kidding. Luckily, I'm able to get a signal with this monstrosity here with my thing, but that gives me hopes for when I put my aerial antenna. That's going to be beautiful. I don't have to be moving this in and out. It's just a temporary, and I was so happy it worked. Oh, let me show you something real quick. Hold on. Hold on. All right. So I showed you my antenna my contraption that I made, right? Because I was holding it. I was like, maybe if I mount it up there, it didn't want to work. So I came up with my contraption here, my antenna that I told you guys about, right? You guys saw that. I wish I could get into the screen, but it's kind of tied down, so it's out of the way. Let's leave it like that. Okay. And the rabbit ears go like this, and if you need to, you can turn it, and I have it marked where I need it. Okay, so check this out. So before I use this one, right? You go on YouTube, not YouTube, Amazon and all these places, and you look for stuff to order, right? So you see that one, the size of this here. It's a good size, right? So one of the ones I go, let me buy 2 of them. One has an amplification where you plug it in, right? And that one doesn't need the amplification. And there's a guy on YouTube called the Antenna Guy, and he really gave me good information. He's an amazing guy. I subscribed to him after that. He was telling me just because it's amplified doesn't mean it's going to be a better signal technically. And I go, oh, okay. So anyway, I ordered another one just to see which one was better. All right. So you see that one? I just ordered the top part. I had this part, the tripod. This came in the mail. I probably shouldn't do that because it's going to make my picture. But anyway, it's fine. It's going to make my stream blurry now. See, hold on. Here, let's see. It's going to make my stream. There we go. Okay. So this is what came. I still got to send it back. You got to be careful what you order. And it plugs in. I tried it on the other TV just to see, and it kind of works. Look at this. Oh, it's so cute. This is a TV antenna. And it's got the coaxial. By the way, if it has a skinny coaxial, it's probably not going to be that strong. I learned that from the antenna guy. But that one is a little thicker, but it works. So it's got the coaxial, and then it's got a USB to plug in. But that's the antenna. It's literally, without the antenna ear, without the rabbit ears, it's like 4 inches. Meaning the antenna. But anyway, I got to send that back. But yeah, so I'm sticking with that one until I get my my permanent one, which will be the aerial antenna, and I just got to get my butt out there, mounted, and hopefully not fall. Hate having to go up on top of the roof, but yeah, be careful and look at the size before you order. Buy, and I know better than that, but I didn't know that they would sell an antenna that big. Anyway, let's get off of the antenna. All right, let's see. There's my guy, OG Willie Bowen. Hi, Ramley Rudy. The LA Rams will dominate the NFL. I'm looking forward to it, Willie Bowen. We're locked and loaded, reloaded, ready to roll. John versus Rudy, what about using the disabled plaque to save money on parking fees? I'm just saying, they still charge you. They still charge you, John. I think they should give you a discount. They still charge you. You're able to park closer at a designated area, but they still charge you. Jacques 46 is Willie Bowen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Appreciate my guy, OG Willie Bowen. And thank you for your service as always, my brother. Tribe says, bang, bang, 1994 VCR gang. Robert McClendon says, I hope not. I love tailgating in Pink Lot. I'll find out for you for sure. Yeah, if you have any more information, I'll get to it if you put it in the chat. Flacco says, it's safe. I do it all the time. Well, good. Okay. Flacco, have you gone to the Snoop Dogg Smoke Shop? They have the outfit that he wore for the Super Bowl with the Rams versus the Bengals at SoFi. And I just went in there to see what it was like. It's across from SoFi. I took some pictures, and I never posted any of my pictures. I got one of these lives. I'll post them when we won the Super Bowl, and I was over there for the NFL experience, the Super Bowl experience. It was a good time, man. I mean, it's like a dream. It's like a dream. Reading World Up magazine. I used to watch the whole. I used to read Word Up magazine, and what's the Rams? I used to read Rams Pages magazine. Remember, we used to have the Ram Pages little magazine thing. Robert Clinton says, then where can Ram fans tailgate next year? Yeah, they must be, because they're still building around SoFi. They might be doing some construction. I'll find out. I will find out. Tribe says, smoke Papa J like a chimney. Yeah, I went in Rombo. Papa J likes to talk some smack. I'm like, dude, relax. DHP says, antenna guy is great. His videos have helped me. Yeah, he's wonderful, man. I give him a props. I love that guy. Flacco says, West Century Boulevard and Crenshaw between Hardy and Century is where the good parking's at. Love it, man. Thank you. Let's give that another let's give that a I got to put my other clips on here because that's fine and dandy. the applause and stuff. But I'm gonna put some other stuff on here like I had on my other computer. Yeah, I don't have one ready. I was going to do, but appreciate that, man. I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you. Flacco says, no, I haven't. Snoop Dogg thing. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's right directly across from the pink lot. Ways maybe a little bit to the right. Robert Clinton says, don't smoke weed, not my thing. Oh, no. Just to go in there to look at it. I don't either. Just to go in there and look at it because it's Snoop Dogg's shop. They have hoodies and Death Row Records gear, stuff like that. That's all. Shock 42 says, I think we're closing the lot for construction. That's right. That makes sense now. Thank you. That makes sense now. Because of the Olympics. World Cup are coming soon. That is right. I didn't realize. I wonder if they're going to designate another parking lot. That is right. Wow, that is correct. That now it makes sense. It makes sense. Let's see. Let's get into Devontae Adams is ready to roll, baby.
It's a great opportunity to just start fresh, regardless of what happened the year before. For new teams, new player coming to a new team like this, it's just a clean slate. So you can't really ask for much more than that. Come in and fresh. It's the healthiest the team's going to be. So it's just a new opportunity to, be able to go out there and put it on display. So I'm excited for it.
We're all excited, man. We're all excited. I mean, imagine having a Devontae Adams as your QB. I mean, wide receiver 2, and not really 2. It's kind of like wide receiver A, wide receiver B, one A, one B, because he's not in his prime, but he's still one of the better receivers in the NFL for sure. And he's got some. He's going to break some ankles on some cornerbacks. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into the injury report. Let me set this up real quick. And normally I'll be on more often before a game. It's just been a busy week, and but we're getting this all in today. Okay, here we go. But I do try to put my information on the community page on YouTube. All right. Let's see. All right, Rams injury report. Left tackle Alaric Jackson illness full. Jackson is still working his way back from blood clots, but he's good to go for the start of the season. He's confirmed Wednesday that he will play on Sunday against the Texans. Yes. And that's it for the Rams. Matthew Stafford, too. They didn't even bother to put Matthew Stafford. He's doing well. This is where the Texans are going to have an issue. Okay? Wide receiver Barrows, hamstring, he's not going to play. Wide receiver Christian Kirk, hamstring, is not going to play. Most likely, those two. They're probably game time decisions. Here's the big thing. Offensive tackle Cam Robinson did not play. These two guys may not play, especially this guy here, Blake Fisher, with the ankles limited. You cannot have any problems when you're facing this Rams D-line. It says the Texans were missing 2 key receivers Wednesday to open up the week, bringing the question of Barrows or Kirk play, and the Texans already be without Joe Mixon. That's another thing. They're already going to be without running back Joe Mixon. And it sucks, for them. But hey, listen, rather have their guys be hurt than us. I wish nobody was hurt. But that's a big boost. Not that we need it. I mean, we're loaded. We should be able to play with anybody. Should be able to beat anybody. And I'm looking forward to hopefully be 1-0, and then looking at the dogfight at Loman's Field with the Niners and the Seahawks. And hopefully The one time that I'll root for the Seahawks, hopefully the Seahawks will come out victorious. And hopefully, I told them if they can get a shot for me of the Bang Bang Escalator Gang going down the escalator, please get me. If you're a Seahawk fan watching my stream, please do me the favor. If the Seahawks win, please post me, hey, Rumelia. You know, they call me Rumelia because my show is Rumelia Sports Report, but I'm Rudy. Hey, Rudy, here's that shot you wanted. And make it a video clip of the Niner fans going down the escalator because they've already, I think it was David Lombardi, they've already said it's going to be 53% Niner fans at Lumen Stadium, Seattle. So please post me a picture of the Bang Bang Escalator crew going down the stadium and defeat again. Please do me that favor. And props to them, you know. Props to them. Flacco says, on the way to the pink area tailgate, I go to Target and buy my case of beer. That is a great tip. It's a lot cheaper. And if anyone asks for beer, I charge them $5 for Ram fans, $3. Got to make, there you go. Got to make the feria. There you go, baby. You got to do what you got to do, baby. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Oh, that's funny. Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, let's go on a beer run. Where are you going? Target. It's right there. Ubub says the World Cup is happening before the Olympics. That is correct. But it's going to be a while. That's what they're taking. But yeah, that is true. There's going to be some changes. Jacques Forty says the SMV was hot today. I'm sure they're cooking at practice. Flocka says, I picked up Devontae Adams for my fantasy. There you go, baby. He's going to have a big year. Jeff Armour says, number 17 is a lucky jersey on the Rams roster. Yes, indeed. Bobby Trees before all the rest of the other two. SG, how you doing, brother? He says, hi. John Bomber says, Texas 2 wide receivers are out. No running back. That's an easy win for us. Don't jinx it. No, but honestly, we should be able to beat this team. We should. Okay? We should. DHP says, I hate saying it, but the Escalator Gang travels deep. Listen, that's one thing that they do. It's okay to say it because they're in a time frame where they think that they're going to win the Super Bowl. There's a lot of people that have jumped on the Niners bandwagon since Kyle Shanahan took over, and they've been to 3 straight NFC Championship games. It's kind of like when the Patriots started to win. Remember, you could hardly ever see a Patriots fan, and then when Tom Brady started winning Super Bowls, and you see Patriots fans everywhere. It's I understand, but as long as they keep going to travel and lose, I'm okay with it. Rasmus says, big horns up. Yes, indeed, baby. Big horns, big ram horns. Flux, I picked up Terrence Ferguson. I believe they're going to use him. He better not disappoint after pulling that money issue. The only thing about Terrence Ferguson, yeah, the second round picks Gall got together. The only thing about that, man, is I'm going to show it to you in a second. Hold on. The only thing about, and I think they're going to use him as the. Don't get me wrong, they're going to use him as the season goes on. Hold on. Let me show you where you might have a problem for this week. Who's your other tight end? But then again, just because you're listed there, McVay might want to showcase, his new toy, in other words, his new weapon. I should say it that way. Hold on. I'm looking for. He's going to be a huge weapon for us, man. Hold on, let me just clip a couple of things here right quick. And then I'm going to show you the the unofficial depth report, which might cause a problem with Terrence Ferguson, because he's they have him as fourth. Hold on. Ooh, where is it? Hold on, guys. Sorry. I'm looking for my own post. No, it's okay. Whatever. Hold on. Did you guys see my my post about the depth chart? Because I don't see it there. I'm gonna have to go through it. I posted it. It doesn't look like it's coming up for me. But anyway, let me just bring you what I wanted to show you. I was trying to bring up my own, but I don't see it there. All right, let's make this bigger. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. On offense, wide receiver position, Devontae Adams, Jordan Whittington, Tyler Higbee, Colby Parkinson, Davis Allen, tight end. Hold on. They don't even have him here. But anyway, hold on. So Davis Allen, and then fourth. Here, let's see. Do they have it where you can scroll it? Hold on. There he is. Okay. Hold on, guys. I was like, they don't show him. Hold on. They're not showing the fourth string. Okay, there we go. Okay, back. Wide receiver position. Jordan Whittington. There's no third. True Edwards is fourth. Tight ends. Tyler Higbee. This is where I think Colby Parkinson, Terrence Ferguson will eventually be. Right there. Davis Allen's third, then Terrence Ferguson, Mark Redmond fourth. Left tackle, Jackson, Humphreys, Quisenberry, the Quiz. Left guard, Steve Avila, Diedick, Bowles. Coleman Shelton starting, Bowlemmer right behind him. Okay. Right guard, Kevin Dotson, McMahon. Havenstein, Warren McClendon Jr., A.J. Curry, right tackle. Wide receiver, Tutu Atwell, Xavier Smith, Brennan Elvis Presley. Puka Nakua, Kunada Mumfield. Matthew Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Stetson Bennett, the two-time national champion. Running back, Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, Jarquez Hunter, Ronnie Rivers Rundit, and Cody Schrader. And that is the unofficial depth report for game one. We'll see if that changes. And but yes, indeed. Ferguson just lost a lot of time and momentum with the injury. It really set him back. It set him back, and it also set back Chris Paul Jr. That's why he's not here no more. Jacques 42 says the Texans have a bad O-line. We should be able to dominate in the trenches, but we have to score. We don't be doing no. We're running up and down the field and kicking field goals. Sevens. SG says, "Hey, Ramilli, can we do a 49ers versus play post game on October 2nd?" Thank you for asking, SG, but I'm going to be at the game. I can't. I'm going to be at the game. Thank you, though. Takeover LA, how you doing, bro? Appreciate you, brother. Come in more often. Hit the like and subscribe. Appreciate you. Rams Mob says, Rams need to feast on the Texans O-line. Make Stroud have a long day and offense protect Stafford. Use the running game to open up the plays. Yes, indeed. On both sides of the ball, get physical. Be physical. Get to CJ Stroud. Don't make him comfortable. Don't do no stupid penalties. Guard the ball. Look up for the ball when he's throwing the ball because he will let it fly. And I'm looking for Nate Landman to pop some balls free in this game. He's somewhat in camp of I didn't know much about him until we got him, but he's somewhat in camp. He's shown as a marksman and a specialist to knock that ball carrier's ball out. So that's going to be one thing that we didn't have a lot last year as far as turnovers, causing turnovers. Flacco says, I have tight end Mark Andrew. He may start right now. There you go. Yeah, just because of the first game. Rasmus says, I don't expect to see much from Ferguson until the midpoint season. Great comment. The injury really hurt him, but also too because he's a rookie, his blocking scheme and stuff, a little harder to pick it up. But yeah, that's a great comment, Rams Mob. DHP says, with the Raiders acting like a functional franchise, think you will see more silver and trash jersey. Yeah, they'll come out now that they have a chance to win for sure. That's funny. John Bomber says, Bill Belichick lost 40. I saw that. 48-14 in his first college game because of all the comedy he's playing with that young girl, Godfather reference. Yeah. Hey, listen, he's living his good life. He's living his best life, though. Rasmus, I think David Allen will get more burned than the Fergie starting the season. Yep, more plays. Yep, Davis Allen, I got you. Flacco says, I like Davis Allen. Dude needs to show his talent. He's holding it up like a pop, like he's holding in like Pop Warner. Yep. A little light in the back pocket too. Get a little stronger too. A little bigger frame. Flacco says, I got a crazy question. Can they use two tight ends? Yeah, jumbo packages. One guy goes in motion. Ferguson, use him in the slot like a big receiver. All that stuff will be coming to fruition as the season goes on, especially in the jumbo package, where you can. I would love to use a guy like a Higbee, the Lampkin. I would have loved to have used him like a fullback in a jumbo package in the goal line to slam somebody, and the running back runs behind him. But yes, definitely. Alger Fellas says, I really like Schrader during preseason. Yep, I love him. I like the way I like the way that he runs the ball with physicality downhill, and he can catch. He just looks like a do it all back. Cody, I call him Cody, the Juice Schrader because of the way he runs. And he's wearing number 32, like OJ. Flacco says, Dolick is a beast. Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to it. Love it. Flacco says, sound that Pop Warner game. Says, Flacco, they can use two tight ends when they go with 12 personnel. There you go, baby. Round says, Rudy, who you got in the Seahawks 49er game? I really think the Seahawks are going to be really good this year at times. I think that Sam Darnold will come back to reality a little bit this year, but they've got really good coaching, and they've got a lot of they have Rams personnel teachings in there, just so to speak. They're really well coached. They have a good defense. Offensive line's really good. I think they're going to be they're going to be fighting with this for the division. Jumper, who are our best DBs? Kobe Durant. Witherspoon. I've been waiting for Williams to do his thing, but he hasn't returned back to form when he first was with the Rams. I like Forbes Jr. Let's see. And remember, Kobe Turner's in a contract year, so maybe he'll be like he was in his rookie year. We were all waiting for him to break out. On the right side, Witherspoon, Kobe Durant. He's in a rookie year. He's in a contract year. Darius Williams. I've been waiting for him to return to the way he was. Forbes Jr. might be something. I like McCullough, but he's a safety. But sometimes when they use him in nickel packages, but my favorite one, I guess I'll say it this way: the guy that I like guarding the other team's wide receivers is Witherspoon because of the size, and just because he plays well in our scheme. I'm not saying that he's Deion Sanders Jr., but then when it comes to safeties, I like McCullough, Forbes, Hampton. Hampton. Kitchens. But yes, indeed. I look for Kobe Durant to wake up this year, hopefully, because he's in a contract year. He's a good player already, but he tends to give too much yardage and they catch the ball right in front of him. Rasmus says Cardinals have an easy win versus the Saints. We'll see how Kyler Murray comes out. We will see, but yeah, it looks to be it. Rasmus says everyone was tripping about Paul, but Lampkin was the one that got me heated. That was a dumb move, man. Both of them, but yeah, Lampkin just looked like a guy. I mean, he was getting pancaking dudes. Don't even get me started, but yeah, I just wanted again. Troy Reeder at this point in time is a better veteran linebacker who can do more. But I think that Chris Paul Jr. could be at least him, younger, and maybe be a higher ceiling. That's all. But that's what I was saying with him. But yes, bring back Schrader. Practice squad, yep. Flacco says, Sal, when you go to the game, watch the players, not the You guys are too much. Some of them can dance, right? DHP says, hot take. Davis Allen needs to go. All this potential, but no results. Everyone in the chat needs to show results are work, but he does not. Woo, hot take. Yeah, he shows flashes of athleticism, good hands. Maybe this is the year. Hunter Schlong, aka Hunter Schlong, the guy that we got in the is that the tight end that we got for the Ramsey? He's gone. Alger Fella says, I believe that's our weakness, DBs. Yeah, they're young, but they came on towards the end, but we have some potential. I would feel much better if Ramsey came on board, but it's fine. Now we'd have to give up some assets. Rasmus says, as far as reaching his potential with the Rams, I really believe that. Yeah, I like the kid. I believe that too. Sal says Flacco deserves to have his blue wrench with a silly question. Not only Flacco deserves to have his blue wrench with that silly question. Only real football fans allow. What are you guys being mean, my guy Flacco? Yeah, she says November 9th, 49 versus Rams. Get back to me on that. I might be going to that game too, but I will get back to me on that. You guys are too much. Why you guys be mean to my guy Flacco? Rasmus Kello's so underrated. Yeah, and I want to say it this way: Akello Witherspoon works well in our defense with this team, kind of like Brock Purdy with Kyle Shanahan in that team. And it helps that he's more seasoned and experienced. Earlier in his career, he wasn't the same player that he is now, even though he had more athletic ability. He's been in the league for a little while, but he just fits what we do, and he's around the ball. Some guys just blossom at the end, and they end up being a much better player. That's what he is for us. And it's sometimes, and I remember, like, what are we doing? Go and get him. When we had what's his face, the Devarius White or whatever his name was. What are we doing with that guy? We brought him back too soon. He was supposed to rest, rehabilitate, take his time coming back. We ended up having injuries. We brought him back too soon. He wasn't ready, and then the referees were calling everything on him, but he wasn't physically able to withhold the contact and stuff yet, and so it's not all his fault. But if you're signed to an NFL roster, you got to be ready to roll unless you're on the IR, baby. Paul over Reader. That's how I kind of looked at it. Brian Smith says Willie Lampkin only benched 18 reps at the combine, but he was powerful. He was powerful on the field, though. It's kind of like a guy that's not slow on the watch, the 40-yard, but in base and football speed and pad speed, he's a lot faster. John Mercer, thanks for the DB update. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you. And no more Darian Kendrick. He's on the practice squad, right? They brought him back to the practice squad. So maybe he's got potential, but he's very raw. Razmob says, Rudy, the thing, no, is he on the practice squad? Or did they, because I know he got released. I think we brought him back. I don't remember. It don't matter. Rudy Rasmus says, Rudy, the thing is that they kept Paul. They were cutting Dolick, not Reader. It was Paul versus, yeah. I would have did the same thing. I wanted them both. But I'm fine because our linebacking units were horrible last year. Even with Spates coming on, they were horrible. Under average. And that's why Saquon Barkley was like, see ya. Once he got past the first line of defense, and you have Roseboom and poor Spites, young guy out of position, and then you have Reader and Roseboom going. I mean, that's why I'm not that impressed with what Saquon Barkley did last year versus us. All them yards, we almost single-handedly wrecked Eric Dickerson's record for the 2001 2105 because we gave him so many yards because of our linebacking core. Sean McVay doing the weirdest thing ever, cutting Ernest Jones right before the season, and you got poor Shula, Chris Shula saying, Aaron Donald's going to retire? What? Okay. Great draft. You did what? You're going to trade Ernest Jones days before the season. So that was an impressive feat that he did, all them yards. But once he got past the line of scrimmage, it was clear sailing. Brian Smith says Marquise Hunter benched 21 reps. He's stronger than Willie Lumpkin. But that's okay. Even if he's stronger on the field, though, he shows that he's pretty strong, right? You don't have to be the strongest guy, but but sometimes he's just game strong. Jarquise Hunter. Yep, Jarquise Hunter. Yeah, he's strong. That's what I like. But no, I understand what you're saying, but just the way he gets leverage for his size, a lot of it's his size. He's learned to use it Travarius White. Thank you, John Bomber. Flacco says, Rudy, me and Sal joke around here. Okay. I was like, why are you guys? I was like, why you guys get on my guy Flacco? All right. Yeah, she says top 5 Rams. There's too many, SG. There's too many on this team. Stafford, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Jared Verse. Let's just do Higgs. Big Rig, Higgs, 5. I'm just doing the top 5 for this team. Thank you, SG. Robert Klein says, I'm so glad Alaric Jackson is playing. He's the missing piece of the group. Yes. What I like too, Robert, is this fella right here. Hold on one second. Let me bring it to you. Let me show you something. Hold on. Alaric Jackson is a must to be there. He's the best that we have. We paid him all that money to be our left tackle and watch Stafford side. Right? Hold on. But what's nice about him is he has this young fella. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a clip. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna show you 2 clips. Hold on. Here we go. So he has this young fella next to him, the left guard, Steve Avila. Okay, I see a few times where Steve Avila, he's a beast. Steve Avila helps chip sometimes and help out his fellow lineman, Alaric Jackson. He's a big help. Let me just give you a clip of left guard Avila 73 next to 77, Alaric Jackson. They work well together. That's what chemistry and camaraderie help out. Check this out. So look at 73 doing his thing. Look at the wide open lanes. And these are not clips of him helping out, but I'm just showing you the battlers, 77 and 73. Okay? And then let me bring you another clip. I was trying to find one where it shows him chipping Larry Jackson's guy. Let me bring you this one here. This is the running game. Watch the guys on the right side, 73 moving around, and 77. Hold on, let me pause it. Hold on. What just happened? Dang it. Hold on. All right, hold on. I just want to bring this to you real quick. There's no volume on this, but it's okay. So let me pause it. Pause. So the wide receiver on the outside, forget him. Where Diggs, where 70, number 7 in white is in front of him. The 2 guys there. Okay. Left guard. Forget the tight end and the wide receiver. 77 there and 73 Avila. Watch this. And then also one last clip. I was trying to find one where he helps chip his guy, but here we go. Just the lanes. There it is. See when the Seahawks are coming in, They're coming in close, and there goes Avila loves cleaning up blocks. Check this out. He loves cleaning up blocks, and he looks for helping. They help each other, but I've seen a few times, and it's not mentioned a lot, where Steve Avila helps Alaric Jackson out. Check this out. Boom, boom, and they switch. There we go, baby. So I just wanted to show you just some clips. I wish I had more of a clip of Alaric Jackson kind of chipping Alaric Jackson's guy, but those guys are hosses, man. Those guys are ram hogs, like the old Washington Redskins teams, the hogs. Those guys are hogs in the trenches, baby. Then you got Havenstein, and you got Dotson. Those guys are hogs, baby, and the Rams hogs. So shades of Duval Love and Irv Pankey and Dennis Hara in the trenches. Tom Newberry. That's the old school Rams, baby. My guy, OG Willie Bowen remembers those teams. Big Kent Hill. Yes, indeed. Jackie Slater. Rasmus says, call me crazy, but I'd rather have Akello on his contract versus Ramsey on his contract. Yep. Bless you, baby. Roseboom played his heart out, but he was a backup star. Yeah, no. And again, they're Rams, and I'm sorry if I'm sliding them, but I'm just talking about their abilities. But they gave all that they had, right? There were some games where Roseboom looked like Fred Warner out there, and I was joking around because I go, well, when was this, big fella? Okay, I see you, Fred Warner, out there. But just consistently, they're doing the best that they can. But yeah, they're Rams, and when they're out there, we're for them. But it is frustrating when you're like, man, you should have had that tackle, you know. John Barber says Trey White is happy to be back in Buffalo, he said on Hard Knock. No, he's happy, but also he didn't get a fair shake with the Rams. We had to rush him back because we had injuries. That's how it wasn't supposed to go. It was a nightmare for him, so I'm glad he's doing well, you know. I wish it would have worked out with us. We threw our hat in the ring for him. Hold on. All right. Jacques 42 says, I'm excited to see how Spates and Landman look at. Yes, man. Those two guys, man, I cannot wait. Rasmus says, Trey White was the worst DB in the Rams had since they were back in LA. Yeah, and he was injured. He wasn't fully healthy, too. Hey, Dada. Look, Dada. Look. All right. That's Aaron Donald. That's Aaron. Uh-oh. All right. I love it. Landman, LA Landman. I love it. Thank you, baby. My grandson's walking around. Yeah, she said, hey, Ramilia, if you could spend one day with any Rams player, who would it be? Aaron Donald. Deuce Fokker says, beautiful. Yes, indeed, baby. Poetry in motion. Love it. Troy says, Chardell over Rumble. Robert Klein says, how's Tutu? He's doing well. He's ready to roll. Tutu's ready to roll. John Barber said, Jackie Slater lived in Riverside. Oh, I didn't know they lived in Riverside. I saw him one time at the old Fry's Electronic. I'm walking out the door, right? And then I look to my left to come in. I'm going into the door. The exit was on the right side, and I look to my left, and a big old giant dude, and you can tell his face. I go, Jackie. He look, hey, how you doing, young fella? How you doing, man? I'm a big Ram fan, brother, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for everything you did for our Rams, man. God bless you. And he said, "Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Much appreciated." And he took off. I love that dude. I love it. I love it, man. It's been a blessing being a Ram fan, man. I tell you that. It's been. I'm just off the top of my head. I've been a Ram fan since '79 when the Vince Ferragamo Rams and Jack Youngblood and all those guys, Wendell Tyler, Preston Denard, Rod Perry, and then enter Eric Dickerson, Flipper Anderson, Henry Ellard. Remember Pete Houlihan, um, Sean Gilbert, on and on and on. Mike Goulman back in the day. Then the St. Louis Great Show on Turf. James Laurinaitis, Sam Bradford, Falk, Bruce Holt, Ricky Pro, Ernie Cronwell, Leonard Don't Call Me Little, all the way to now, man. It's been an amazing run, man. Amazing. One of the great seasons too is the '88 Dodgers won the World Series, and then the '88 Rams beat the Niners at Candlestick. Jim Everett went into Candlestick and threw like 3 touchdowns, and the Rams beat them like 38-16 to make the playoffs. That was one of the great years, man. And the '88 Lakers, we were like, all 3 teams are going to have a parade. Miss Cup, yes, I miss Cup, yes. Miss him in the clubhouse, miss the player, miss the person that he is. John Palmer's Rudy's got a special guest at the mic. Yeah, that's my grandson. All right, let's do the scores. Give me. This chair is bothering me. Hold on. Let me move my makeshift custom antenna. Give me your scores in the chat. Give me your scores. Rams versus Texans. Now, what is the weather report? Let's find out what that is. Oh, it's going to be a SoFi. Never mind. I was just thinking of things that could go wrong, but where is SoFi? Never mind. Give me your scores. Give me your scores in the chat. There's mine. Rams 30. Texans 17. Jack Forty says, Rudy and versus Beto coming soon. I talked to him the other day. I was worried about him. He's a good buddy of mine. We get into arguments because we don't like each other's teams. But it's like 2 brothers. But he's doing well. I hadn't seen him in a while. He started up doing his stream again, so I reached out to him, and he's doing good. I hadn't heard from him. And but yeah, that's this is my score. What scores do you guys have before we call it a night? Rams 30, Texans 17. Tony Corn says 21-24 Rams with the W. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something else too. Hold on. And then for you, while we wait for that, you guys give me such scores. I'll get to them again. This is what we were talking about too earlier. The patch. So this is my post from my community post. Jared Verse recognizes the defensive rookie of the year. They're going to have this little, and I had it where he's going right to his jersey. So that's going to be, he's going to have a gold patch from now on this year. For this year, the 5 guys that got an award this year. So that's the gold patch awarded to the players that won an award last year. And I wanted to bring you something else while we get the scores in the chat. Oh, back to Dioro. I saw that one of you guys put that when I was Let me go back. Let me go back. I saw it. I might have even highlighted it, but I didn't mention it. There it is. John Bomber says, sorry, John, I didn't realize I didn't put that in here. Dioro is a Mexican-American DJ. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So that should be pretty good then. I'll have to check him out. He's going to be the halftime guy at the halftime show. So thank you, John. I didn't see that. I didn't realize that I didn't put that in there. Thank you for answering. I'm going back and I wanted to show you guys something else. This fella is, as you would say, ready to roll, baby. Glock 9 is locked and loaded, ready to roll, baby. Ready to roll. Also, too, this is the other picture I was looking for. I thought it was a video. So we were talking about the gold shield they're giving to the 5 players this year. These are the players that are going to get it. The gold shield this year. These 5 players. And that's for winning an award last year. Honored with the gold shields, the 2024 NFL awards winners. They're going to get a gold shield. So that's what that is. That's what I was looking for earlier. They're all going to have that gold shield on their jersey. Just a kind of a cool little thing. I thought it was a video that I had, but no, it was a picture. And then I want to bring you this. So people were up in arms about Kurt Warner not picking the Rams for the division. You had Niner fans giving me grief, like, Kurt Warner knows ball, and he picked the Niners to win the division. The only player to pick the Niners to win the division. The other ones were Rams, the NFC West. And so, but I do want to remind people this here, that earlier in the year, Stafford says the Rams have a great shot to make a Super Bowl run. Okay, so just relax and hold your horses on that. Also, is this the clip? Is this the picture that I have from him? Okay, here we go. So he clarified it, and I tweeted him back. Let me make it bigger for you. So I saw it and I put, no worries, Kurt. We love you, fam. I know you don't want to be a homer and just pick the Rams, but we need the Kurt Warner fire circa 1999, 2001 that hated the Niners and any 49er red and gold. Let them have it each episode because he's on the NFL Network. Just remember Ken Norton Jr. hitting the Rams goalposts, right? So it turns out that he didn't mean anything by it. Hold on, let me make this bigger for you. He says, did you watch the show? He's not talking to me. He's just, I just highlighted what he was posting to people because Ram fans were mad. He's replying to these other guys there, the Ramsey, the fourth, and the 2 other guys. He's not posting that to me, but he says, did you all watch a show? I said on the show, I had no idea I picked the Niners. Not really sure where that came from, but who cares? It's preseason stuff, means nothing. So there you go. But yeah, I just want to clarify that he didn't mean it. But yeah, so just wanted to clarify that to restore the order of things. And then I wanted to bring this to your attention as well. First of all, we're ready for this now. I'm ready for it already. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. September 7th, baby. September 7th. We're ready. Glocked and loaded, baby. Glocked and loaded. I'll get to the scores right now, too. So we're ready for that. And this is the Rams jersey schedule. Okay, that's the Rams jersey schedule. So week 1, we're wearing the white ones, the Super Bowl champion versions. Week 2, we're wearing the bone jerseys, right? Is that what that is? Week 3, we're wearing the blue. Week 4, wearing the blue. Week 5, we're wearing the blue against the Santa Clara team. Week 6, we're wearing the bone jerseys. Week 7, against the Jaguars, we're wearing the white Super Bowl jerseys. We have the bye. Week 9, at New Orleans, we're wearing the blue ones. And then at Levi Stadium, a.k.a. SoFi North, we're wearing the Super Bowl champion white ones. And then we get to wear our rivalry black jerseys. The one and only time against the Seahawks at SoFi Stadium. The black rivalry jersey, the one time that we'll be able to wear it this year. Okay. Then the next 3 games, we wear a Super Bowl champion jerseys, week 12, 13, and 14. Then week 15 and 16, we wear against the Lions and against the Seahawks, the blue ones. Then against the Falcons. Hopefully by then the Falcons will have 1 win, and that we've secured the number 1 pick in the top 3. Because remember, we have the number 1 pick. Thanks to Les Snead doing his magic. God bless the Atlanta Falcons too, the Dirty Birds. So God bless you for doing your thing. We appreciate you. And then week 18 against the Arizona Cardinals, our little brothers that helped us during the fires. We appreciate you. Much love. We wear the blue ones again. So there rounds out the jersey schedule. And then we'll get back to the scores. Appreciate you guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So Tony Corn was last one, 21-24. Rams Mob says Rams win 27-19. Love it. John Bomber says, we moved to Riverside in 67. I never seen football before because my dad played. Oh, that's an interesting tip. That's awesome, John. I went to Ramona High School. I played for the Rams, Ramona Rams, baby. It was destiny. Jock42 says 28-14 Rams. Love it. Love it. I got you. John Bomber says Rams 17, Texas 3. Oh, a barn burner. A defensive fest. Second Beast 16-bit says Romelia horns up. Yes, indeed, baby. Horns up. Rams 30, Texans 3. Love it, love it, love it. Rams Mob says, I feel bad for the Weiner fans. They really can't grasp it. Their window is closed. That window is... It's been partly shut for 30 years. Dylan, how you doing, Dylan? Dylan Presley says, I'm going to the Rams game this Sunday at SoFi. Love it, man. Have a great time. Take a lot of pictures and video. It's a beautiful stadium, man. You're going to enjoy yourself. It's going to be great, man. Props to you. Have a great time, man. Hopefully you'll be able to see a win. And it's a beautiful stadium, man. Props to you. Silly Fun Guy. Hey, everyone. Let's go Rams. Yes, indeed. Let's go Rams. Appreciate you, Silly Fun Guy. Deucey Falco says SoFi North. Yup. Deucey Falco says the midnight jersey should have been night game, by the way. I agree. Deucey Falco says Rams got the bird gauntlet this year. It's going to be feathers and there's going to be feathers and eggs everywhere. Silly Fun Guy says, how many years will it take for San Francisco to make it back to the bowl? About 49 or so. I got to get a better laugh than that. Hold on. I got to record the audio for this one. You're like, 49er, right? Or is that just how many years it's going to take to try to win another one? Oh, God bless him. Alger Fella says Rams 34. The Texans 19. Devontae Adams 2 touchdowns. Williams over. I love it. Perfect. Dylan says, oh, yeah, I agree. It's a beautiful stadium. That's going to be awesome, Dylan. Appreciate you coming in, man. All you guys that have not been here before, I appreciate you guys. Come in more often. I come in on Wednesday and Sunday, 7:05. There'll also be alerts for other days, but the main days will be Sunday and Wednesday to begin the season, 7:05 in the evening. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like and subscribe button so you can come in more often. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you. Rasmus says, if you notice, the Winers are trying to copy the Rams formula, but they have to hit those picks, and I'm not convinced they will. That's the thing. They're always, in all their chats and content creators, well, look what the Rams did. Look what the Rams did. Well, first of all, you don't have the drafting capabilities of the Rams when it comes to wide receivers, defensive line, just full spectrum, late round picks. Remember, we didn't have first round picks for a long time. The one thing that they can draft, though, is linebackers. I'll give them that. And they hit with Bosa, and that was about it. But all right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you guys Saturday night. I'm going to add Saturday night. Look for the live the night before the game. We're going to hang out. It's going to be fun. I'll let you guys know if I'm going to be able to go to SoFi on Sunday. I may not. We'll see. So I appreciate you. Love each one of you guys. If you haven't hit the like or subscribe button and come back in, we'll see you guys soon. Next live will be Saturday night. Let's do 7:05. No, let's do it later. We're going to do it. We're going to do it 9:05 Saturday night because I work late. All right, guys. Appreciate you. As we always say, may the Vermilia be with you. And Remulators, mount up.